Well, hello there, ladies and gentlemen, guys and girls. Welcome to another episode of Sky Factory 2 with yours truly, GDIKezr. How's it going, guys? Hopefully pretty damn good. Today, before we start off, I was looking into these things, growth pulses. They apparently make the magical crops grow quicker, but I've found remarkably little information about them. The only one that I've really heard is they work from underneath, so I thought we'd set up a little experiment to see just how effective they are. I've made a few of them. They're kind of expensive. They take 4 minitio blocks, so that's 9, 18, 27, that's 36 minitio per one, and 1 diamond and 4 smooth stone. So, as I said, yeah, just set up this little experiment here. They've all got exactly the same light level. Just want to try and guess it as evenly matched as possible. So they're all on light level 12. They're all equally distant from water. We've got one with lily pad of fertility, one with growth pulsars and lily pads, one with just growth pulsars, and one with just water. And we're all going to be growing the same sort of crop. Unfortunately, I can't get them all at exactly the same time, but I'll try and do it as quickly as possible. So, hopefully we'll get a decent view as to what is actually the best way of growing these things. Quickly. So, this is the first time I'm doing it, so I don't know. I don't really know what the results are going to be. Okay. So now we are all done. So we'll watch these and see which one grows first. These just started to grow already, but that one started to grow already, so that's kind of interesting. So yeah, we'll keep an eye on them, and I'll get back to you once some of them have grown. Okay, see you guys in a minute. Okay, it's been maybe 2 minutes or something. The ones with just water don't seem to have really done anything at all yet. The one with lily pads doesn't seem to have done a huge amount. The first one we planted, I think, is ahead at the moment, followed fairly closely by the last one we planted. So you can see they're growing quite quickly. Apparently the effect stacks as well if you have multiple ones underneath, so we can look into that perhaps. Oh, we have a winner. So this one grew first, but it was the first one that we planted. I'd expect this one to grow second. Second place has been taken by the first one, actually. It's just popped up another 2 just then. I'm going to keep watching these for a bit. I want to see how they all compare. I would assume this is going to be fairly soon. I'm surprised the one with just lily pads hasn't grown at all yet, but we shall see. Oh, the one with lily pads and growth pulsars has just grown. Okay, so I actually replanted both of these because they were both fully grown. This one grew slightly after these, and we'll just keep an eye on it to see, because I kind of want to get a feel of how much faster it is. But from the looks of it, we're definitely going to be making some growth pulses, because they really do speed things up. Hello again, and it's raining. Yeah, I just wanted to give you a quick update. I've actually planted a couple over there as well to see how fast these grow compared to these, even though it's started quite a long time after. Looks like fairly even. This one, we just had this one just finished then, and now there's 2. Okay, so that's interesting. These are growing over there, I think. Even though they've been planted for the least amount of time. They've only been planted for about a minute or so. We've just had this one grown now. This one's nearly fully grown. This one's planted slightly before these. And we've got one that's just grown over there, I've just seen. And they've been planted for the least amount of time. So I'm fairly certain that the lily pads actually do work. They don't seem to do a great deal if there's only one. And I've had different reports of how much of an area they cover. I thought they covered a 3x3 area. But I've had people say they cover like 9x9 and stuff. I'm not really 100% sure. But we shall see. I'm impressed that's grown so quickly, actually. Okay, so this one's finished growing. This one's, what, about halfway? Yeah, just more than halfway now, because that one's just grown. We've got 3 that have grown over there. These are still not doing a huge amount at the moment. I'm going to leave it for one full Minecraft day in total, so... or whenever we get something sprouting. It's been about half a Minecraft day now, I think. Okay, so that one's finished growing now. Interestingly, that one nearly beat it to it, but there was only that corner one there that was being really obnoxious and not wanting to actually finish. Oh, that one just grew then. So I'm actually going to do, whilst we're waiting for the other ones to grow as well, is I'm going to replant these. Didn't mean to use that. And we'll see how it compares to those as well. So yeah, they seem to grow really quickly. And second place goes to this one, which is the second one that we planted, interestingly. These are still growing very slowly. Actually, I guess that's just grown again. I guess technically that one got second place as well, because it grew 2 before that one grew 1. But, whatever. That's interesting. This one just seems to have had a great growth spurt, and they're all complete now. That one's got 7 done, and that one's got 6 done still. These still haven't grown. Ooh, we have a winner. That one's just grown. So yeah, the difference is marginal though. We'll keep these growing at the moment as well, because I want to try putting a couple of the pulses underneath some of the things we got over there. They're kind of expensive, but they're not that expensive. We've got 41 diamonds, and I think we've got about a stack over here in block form. So 9, 18, 27, 36, 45, 54, 63. Yeah, we've got about a stack there. Okay, so interestingly, that one has actually just finished growing. That one's still got 1 left, but the difference is pretty marginal. Oh, actually, it's just grown now. So yeah, what I think I'm going to do is make a few more of those blocks, and we'll put a couple underneath the things that we've already got, which might be a bit of a pain, but I'm sure we'll find a way of doing it. So I'll see you guys in a second. Again. Okay, I just slipped off the night because it was raining again. Looks like we have still just got 2 grown here. But we've actually got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 grown there. And what we've done... God damn it, leaves. And what we've done over in the other bit is I've got one area that's got 1 layer of growth pulses. That's around this one here. You see them there. This one's got a double layer that's just on that bit there. So that one, and that one. So let's fix this, I think, and we can see how this goes. Give me a minute. Okay, so we'll start from this one over here again, just because it works out, so we can continue going that way. I'll tell you what, just to make it fair, we'll put the lily pad on this one, because we keep starting with the one with the lily pad. Even though I'm fairly certain that the ones with multiple lily pads and multiple pulse things are going to be the fastest. But let's just check. So 1, 2, 3, okay, and run, and take some damage and run, and let's ran this one and this one here. But we can do that as well, why not? Right, and we'll see how quickly that grows. And I'll get back to you when something's grown. And we have a winner already. It's the one with the double pulses and lots of lily pads. So we'll just see what happens to the rest of them, but I probably won't update you until we get another one that's grown. That's still 5, that one's still 2. I thought that would probably grow fastest, although I'm not sure if it's actually... Yeah, it should be under the influence of that one as well. Yeah, it should be fine. Those ones with the double pulses are all fully grown already, so I think that's probably what we want to try and aim for. And we don't actually have enough resources to make any more at the moment, but we can just grow like a field of Minitio without any problem. We've got so many Minitio seeds. Oh, that one's grown as well. Oh, and that one's full. Awesome. So it seems like the ones with the lily pads do actually grow faster than the ones without. It seems like the pulsar does affect it quite a lot. And it seems like the effect does stack of both things. So that's pretty cool, I think. Oh my god, I just collect so many eggs. Go away. Recycle. They're just everywhere. I'm gonna have a chicken culling day at some point. They're starting to get on my nerves. This one's grown already, which is interesting, because the one with the one lily pad, oh, that one's just literally grown now. But these weren't growing for quite some time. I don't think that one lily pad, as I said, is particularly effective at all. But it seems like multiple ones do significantly increase the speed. I mean, these grew before most of the others. Even these ones here, which shouldn't be under the influence of any of the things, pulsar things. These have all grown again now, so that's quite interesting. The one with the lily pad is at 3. This one is at... how many? That's nearly done, isn't it? Yeah. No, it is done, actually. It's interesting, I can't quite see how these lily pads work. Definitely seems to have... that was significantly quicker than this, because this is still not done. It does seem to have some effect on it, but the stacked effect definitely seems to be where it's at, so to speak. Okay, so it looks like all of these are done. Well, except for that one, but I'm not waiting for that, because it might take ages. It seems like, as you would expect, the best thing to do would be to have lots of lily pads and have stacked growth pulses. Yeah, that's what they're called. Yeah, it does seem to significantly affect the growth rate, particularly over nothing at all. I would say if you're actually going to start getting into magical crops, probably the best thing to do, to start off if you don't have huge amounts of resources like I seem to have, probably the best thing to do would be to start off with growth pulses, because they do increase the growth rate, and they're significantly cheaper. It's 1 diamond compared to 4 diamonds per lily pad of fertility, and they seem to. And they're saying that it only seems to affect 1 crop, so I don't know. I would suggest probably just going with the pulses to start off with. What I would really suggest is actually getting an automated system for sorting stuff, because then you can just have like as many diamonds as you want, pretty much. We'll check our thing now. Sod's law, I won't have any, but we got 3 in, what was it, like 2 Minecraft days or something. So yeah, that's pretty good. So yeah, I'm actually going to release this as a little separate video compared to the normal episode, because it's quite interesting and might be interesting for people if they want to actually get into magical crops. So that will do it for this episode, and I'll see you all in the next episode. Cheerio, guys.